You step off a 12-hour flight and join the crowd around the baggage carousel. Suitcases appear one by one, but then the conveyor belt grinds to a halt. The other passengers leave, and you're left staring at an empty track. This experience is a statistical certainty when you consider the sheer volume of global travel. Major international airports process tens of thousands of checked bags every single day. From the moment you hand over your luggage, it enters a massive sorting network. It travels through automated scanners, security matrices, and miles of conveyor systems to reach specific cargo loaders. Every bag is on a strict schedule. With margins that tight, minor errors have huge consequences. A tight connection might leave a bag on the tarmac, a severe rainstorm can halt ground crews, or a routing tag might simply get caught in a machine and tear off. When your bag misses its flight, it isn't truly lost. It has just slipped out of sync with your itinerary, stuck inside a system that moves millions of items a year. This map illustrates how the industry recovers those stray bags. Airlines use RFID, tracking chips in the tags that send location data via radio waves, and AI-driven routing to intercept delayed luggage and get it onto the next available flight. But look at these red points. These represent the small fraction of bags that are impossible to track. Their paper tags are gone, and there is no contact information visible on the outside. Airlines usually spend 90 days trying to match these anonymous bags with missing luggage reports. They open the suitcases and look for driver's licenses, business cards, or any identifying documents that could lead to the owner. If the 90-day window passes without a match, the airline officially ends the search. At this point, the airline assumes legal ownership of the suitcase and everything inside it. It is no longer your personal property. It is now classified as an unclaimed asset. When a bag is confirmed lost, the airline or travel insurer pays out a settlement to compensate the passenger. Once that check is cut, the company legally owns the contents of that bag. The suitcase has moved from a passenger liability to corporate inventory. Because airlines aren't set up to sell used goods, they have to offload this inventory quickly to recover some of the money they paid out in claims. This is where specialized liquidation firms step in. They buy these orphan bags by the truckload, sight unseen. They take a gamble on the contents of these massive, chaotic piles, paying a bulk price for thousands of bags at once. The logistical failures of the airline industry serve as the primary supply chain for an entirely separate multi-million-dollar economy. At the liquidation centers, workers open the locked suitcases and immediately sort the contents. They categorize every item based on what it might be worth in a second-hand market. Clothing is sent to industrial laundries to be cleaned. Electronics, like laptops and tablets, are tested for functionality and wiped of all personal data. High-value discoveries, like these vintage Rolex watches, go through a different process. Jewelry, designer bags, and rare collectibles are sent to experts who verify their authenticity before they are put up for sale. These items are then distributed through various channels. Some go to dedicated retail stores, while others are sold through online platforms or public auctions like this one. The items inside that suitcase are no longer someone's memories or travel essentials. They have been stripped of their history and turned into stock on a shelf, ready to be sold to a new buyer. Every time you check a bag, it enters a system where it could potentially be swallowed by this secondary market. You can protect yourself with simple steps. Remove all old airline stickers to avoid routing errors, and always place your name and phone number inside the suitcase in case the outer tag is torn off. For better tracking, use a Bluetooth device inside your bag. This gives you a location independent of the airline's own internal data. The most effective rule, however, is to keep your most important items, like medication, passports, and high-value electronics, in your carry-on, where they never enter the sorting maze. If your bag doesn't show up on the carousel, it hasn't disappeared. It is likely being cleaned, cataloged, and sold, beginning a completely new journey with someone else.